Hey boy, how you doing? This is little Ellie. She's our little spaz. We can just sit and watch her dance all day long. Huh, little ballerina? Huh? Huh?
Yeah. I already did it.
You did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, show me your dance. Show me some dance moves.
I just go like PA and then I'll go like this and they're best.
That's nice. And this is my boy. His name's Zeke, but I just call him boy. Punch me, hit me like a man. Come on. What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got? Yeah, what are you gonna show me?
Like this.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
That's my ballet.
Okay, go get your sister. Go, 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 go. This is my 8-year-old Mercy, my second oldest daughter, and she's our family genius. In fact, we think she might be 100% Chinese because you're really smart. Are there any kids smarter than you at school?
Yes.
Okay, well, we'll need to work on that. And she's my competitive one. She's our golfer, our soccer player, our baseball player, Wii player, but she has a hard time beating Dad on Wii, right?
Yes.
Have you ever beat Dad on Wii?
A couple times.
A couple times, but I was sick, huh? But she's my little buddy. And this is my first child, Rachel, who's now in 8th grade, all grown up, but still loves her dad.
Yep.
Yep, good. That's you, lover of Dad. She's our musician, songwriter, singer. I like to call her Channa Montana sometimes. You're just gifted. You're just gifted. I want to be like you when I grow up.
Thanks. That's great.
And here is my lovely bride of 15 years, Miss Lisa, who just looks more beautiful every year.
Oh, well, who wouldn't want to be married to this handsome mug?
Yeah, it's true. Here's your cup.
Thank you. Everybody is coming soon.
Okay. So it's absolutely impossible for me in a couple minutes to explain to you the relationships I have with my little 2-year-old boy, to my 8th grade daughter, to my wife of 15 years. All I can tell you is each of these relationships with all 4 of my children and my relationship with my wife, they're all so different, but they're so intense, and there's such an amazing love for each of them. But it's absolutely these amazing relationships. And I think sometimes when we talk about our relationship with God, it's not really a relationship. Like, we don't really think of him as a person. It's so easy when talking about God to almost see him as a concept or an idea, and suddenly we fall in love with this idea of this almighty being, and we forget that he's not just this wonderful thing up there, but he's a person, and that he wants us to be madly in love with him. And I understand there's a danger. We don't want to get to this point where we almost humanize God and treat him like our little buddy, or sometimes we can even impose on him human failures. Like I struggled with for a little while, where when I heard the concept of God being my father, I immediately thought of my earthly father. And so all of these human failures that I saw in my dad, I imposed those onto a holy God, and we have no right to do that. I think the balance is exactly as Jesus taught when he says, when you pray, I want you to call him Abba. I want you to call him Daddy. At the same time, he says, you pray, our Father, our Daddy, who art in heaven, hallowed or sacred is your name. So you've got this idea of this intimate daddy relationship, and then you also have the same understanding that his name is absolutely sacred. And so I don't know how you can put those two together, because it's like no other relationship in the world, but we spend our whole lives trying to figure it out. I mean, when you understand that you can have intimacy with a holy God who dwells in unapproachable light, and that He calls you His child or His friend. I don't understand how you cannot see that as the most fascinating relationship in your life. So this week in your discussion groups, I want you to talk about this idea of intimacy and this idea of reverence, because I think we all lean to one side or the other. Either we struggle with being intimate with God, or we struggle with this idea of Him being this holy being. So what is it? Do you struggle with intimacy or reverence? I also want you to talk about, and be honest about this, some of the baggage you have in your life. I know a lot of people struggle with this idea of our earthly dads and our relationships with them, and sometimes that can really distort our relationship with God, and I'd love for you guys to talk about that in your groups. And then finally, this idea of being in love. As we all know what it means to be in love, think through, does your relationship with God really resemble this idea of a relationship where you are literally in love with Him?